Well, it was supposed to rain today. And it still might. But in the meantime, thought I'd enjoy my Meer again for my 30 days of Meerschaum madness. I never do things like I would never do a March Meerschaum madness because it's March Meerschaum madness. Why would I do it then? Nothing ever makes sense with me. So in it today, we got holiday mix. Holiday mixture was originally a Larson Brothers tobacco. Black Cavendish, Burley, Virginia, and Latakia. Freak's in there too, I believe. And I have to admit, this is from 2020. And when I first tried Holiday Mix, there was a distinct chemical note that I got. And that is one thing where the Meer is shining, is that it takes that chemical note away. Currently, Mrs. Paladin and the dogs are at the vet getting shots, which I know Brad, the bearded piper. Trying to think of any of you guys that are other big dog people. You all know how expensive that can be, especially when you have one dog that's 85 pounds and another dog that's 120 pounds. It's expensive. So I'd rather not see the bill. So anyway, I've had holiday mix in probably nine different pipes. And it's always one of those tobaccos that I can tell that they blended that tobacco as a holiday, meaning a break from Larson Brothers' flagship product, which was their Edgeworth slices and Edgeworth Ready Rub. Because it's got that familiar burley in it, but it's totally different than just like a burley, or like I've never been fortunate enough to try the Edgeworth Ready Rubbed or slices, but I have had Lane Ready Rubbed, plenty of it, which from my understanding is the original recipe, even though unfortunately now it's defunct. Which always made me wonder why Pipes and Cigars, who own the rights to it, let it go with the deeming regulations. I thought it would have been a really good seller, but maybe it wasn't. For back in the day, it probably was, though. Wow, we know it was back in the day. But holiday mix is definitely one that benefits from some age. There's tiny notes of vanilla you usually get. I'm not getting that in this, but again, this is only my third smoke out of this. Been crazy with my parents and my son and work and everything else. Other things about this pipe I'm so used to the smaller codger style pipes with the really thin stems that this feels like I've got like a shake how big it is in there. Like almost like a hose in your mouth, you know? It's one thing where the codger pipes really shined, and if you guys are new to the channel, by codger pipes I mean your Graybos, Medicos, K Woodies, Yellow Bowls, Webers, GVDs, Morellis, Morel McKenzie's, Filter Kings, thermofilters. All those corn cobs, corn cobs, because they still have a pretty good thin stem on them. And I know a lot of people didn't like them because they would chew through them. I am a clincher, but I don't tend to gnaw because I have had my own jaw problems, so I tend not to gnaw. But I also can tell with this Meerschaum that the wax on it is really becoming kind of tacky almost as I'm heating it up. My only other brand new Meerschaum I've ever had, I take it back, I've had two. One was a Medico, which I haven't smoked a whole lot just because it's so heavy, but it has a metal carburetor in it and then gold around the band. It's one of their gold crest lines. And then my other Meerschaum that I had, not Meerschaum lined, I've had a couple of Meerschaum lines, but my other pure Meerschaum was an Altenay, or Altenay. And that met its tragic end at the bottom of my basement stairs. I had just finished a bowl of, I believe I did a review with it out here. I believe that was Fusilier's Ration, which is another wonderful tobacco. And it slipped right out of my hands and onto the concrete floor it went in the basement. Yep. There's a reason these come with a case, guys. Yeah, it broke in about 14 different pieces. But even with all the smokes I'd had out of that Altenay Meer, I didn't have hardly any color on it at all. So I'm not expecting this one to color up anytime soon, but I thought, well, like I said, with my 30 days of trying to just smoke this and only smoke this alone, we'll see what happens, but I doubt we'll get much, because there are some days and weeks that I just don't get to pipes very much. And then other times I have more time to enjoy them, so. A little grassiness there. Well, it's not muting the flavors as bad on this go around, but they still are a little muted. So one thing I might recommend, and this is just off the cuff here, is if you have a really like super goopy strong, either aromatic or super overwhelmingly strong like English, you may throw it in a rather newer Meer and it might tone it down a little bit for you. Again, once this thing gets saturated, I think it'll be pretty neutral. But all right, 9 minutes and 37 seconds. Appreciate you stopping by. Let me talk with you for a minute or 10. And we'll see you again very soon.